Big John, Big John.
All right, happy Friday, everybody. Hey, the mowers are here. The boom mower must be in the area. The county van's here. Anyway, let me get my seatbelt on. So this doggone truck will be quiet. Okay, so got to looking at the disc chisel the other day, and we're missing a point. So our the chisel tip, shovel point. So I called down to Bowling Green. Carl actually called me to tell me my seat tube for the grain drill's in, which I need, but that's not important now. Wheat's in, and so I asked them about points. They got them in stock, and bolts, $35 a piece, 9 of them on there. So I was talking to Lester last night. I told him the one was missing. He says, "I'll bet I know where it's at." He hit a big stone, big hunk of limestone, he said it was, over there at Woodville when he was disc chiseling for me. And he told me where it's at. He's on the third pass on the west side, cleaning up the headlands. So that's where we're going. Well, we got to go to the Andersons first and the post office first, and then we still got to go to Bowling Green because I got a bill that's due tomorrow. So we'll go, and I'm going to need bolts to hold this point on if I can find the point. So anyway, the last time we changed points on this thing, they were so worn that they were, the bottom of the shank itself that holds the point was starting to get shiny. So I don't have any to put on it. Otherwise I'd put a used one on it. So if I do end up putting new ones on it, I'll save these, at least a couple of each, because there's some right hands and some left hands. I'll save a couple or all of them. You know, I'll save all of them so that I can put back on there if I bust one or lose one. The bolts are still there, so the bolt heads wore enough that it pulled through. So when I go to Bowling Green, I'll at least, even if I find the shovel, I have to get bolts. I probably ought to get a couple spare sets of those too. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, we'll see you over there at Woodville. Alright, well, as I took the drone and flew and looked, and I walked all the way to the woods and back. There's one piece of sandstone down there about 75 yards, like he said. I can't move it, it's too big, it's stuck in the ground yet. So when I get that out of there, I'll dig around a little bit and see if I can find that chisel point there. The guys are over here fixing the culvert that burned up there a couple years ago. Well, while we're here, let's walk out here and see if this wheat's doing anything. It's kind of cold. Yesterday was nice, but ground's moist. She's moist. Let's get off the headlands here. 120 foot of headlands. Got a lot of wheat on the ground, top of the ground, but that's from picking it up and turning around. Oh. Anything doing anything? Where are you at, guys? Not sure how that cedar, there's one, swelled up. swelled up. Is it a sprout? Yep, it's got a sprout on the end of it. Okay, so it's sprouting. Had snow on it. Yeah, alright. Well, it is what it is. We'll see what happens come spring. Anyway, off to Bowling Green. Pick up chisel points, bolts, and pay a bill over there. Okay, well, it's 1 o'clock now. We're back from Bowling Green. Got a bag of bolts, 9 points. Picked up 4 gathering chains. So, off to the barn, get that truck fixed up. Okay, I got the bypass filter in. And I've got the first oil filter in. So we'll get this second oil filter in there and then fill the engine up. 9 gallons. 9 gallons of oil this thing holds with the filters. So I've got to, and this is a gallon jug and it was almost empty after the 2 filters. Is this a gallon? Yeah, this is a gallon. Sometimes they got them 5-quart ones, but this is big truck oil, so it's a gallon. And I've got 4 2.5-gallon jugs down there filled up, which they probably got close to 3 gallons in them, because I got them filled almost all the way to the top. These filters are straight up and down. You've seen that yesterday. So you can fill them. I'm not filling them chuck full. They're probably down an inch. But that's a lot of oil that would have to be pumped before the engine would build pressure. So yeah, they recommend that you fill them. I think that'll work. When I build my dream shop, I'm having a pit. But I don't see that ever happening, my dream shop. Unless I hit the lottery. And I don't play, so that's kind of out of the question. Okay. We're gonna leave that there. I gotta grease it yet. See, I got an extension rolling around under there. Okay. Let's yeah, there's my jugs that I pre-filled, emptying the old barrel out. And I emptied the barrel that was in the horse barn too, because it was just about empty. So here's the oil fill. Oh my. So we'll get a funnel and we'll start dumping oil. Okay, I went up the garage, got the big funnel. Like I said, I filled these just about clear full. Let me get the gloves on. Try and preserve the cleanliness of my hands. That's pretty funny, isn't it? All right. So we got we'll say 1.5 gallons in filters. I know it's not that much. So this is 3. So that makes 4.5. We'll dump another one of these in that's 3 more. And that would make it 7.5. And then we'll check the dipstick and see where we're at. And we'll need another 1.5 gallons after that. Maybe more, because I don't know. I don't know if these hold quite 3 filled clear to the top. I know they're supposed to be 2.5 gallon jugs, but they're not full all the way. And I don't have to worry about draining it real good because these get used over. So, anyway, we'll get some stuff dumped in and we'll be back. Well, here's a kick in the sack. So I'm dumping and I poured it pretty quick and it started flowing out the top here, overflowing out of the tube. No big deal. That's my fault. So I backed it off and I looked and there's a puddle of oil on the ground. I pulled the cart over there. There's a, I don't know if you can see it, there's a corrugated fitting on the oil fill tube down there. There's one here too. And then there's another one down there. And it's leaking out of that. It's like, oh my God, what the hell is going on here? So now I just made a big old mess of fresh oil on the ground. I dumped the last of that slow and it went in. Anyway, I ain't got time to mess with that right now. I just got to finish getting oil in this thing. It's time to go. Okay, truck's good. Finished greasing, filled it up with oil, started it, let it run for a while, checked it. It was right on the money. Got lucky. Finished greasing it, greased all the front end and stuff. Got it out, hooked it back onto the hopper bottom. So that's all good to go. So, where is the hitch pin? I don't know. It should be laying here somewhere. I wasn't the one that unhooked it. I was not the one that unhooked it. Anyway, guess I'll go find the pin. Okay. Hey, can you see the water in them spouts, snoots? Yeah, the bath waiting for somebody. So, got her all hooked up. We'll let this down. Most of that water should go out of there. Started. Now them chains are all wet. I've let them dry out. Put some chain lube on them. Gotta check all the gearboxes. Okay, got everything hooked up. Out there messing around in the yard with it, and our latch is not tight. So I don't know if you can see that bolt down in there. It looks like it's got an eccentric on it. So we'll have to loosen them up and take them out farther so that the handle squeezes them. So I got the safety lock down, so we'll get under there and see what we got to do. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. This is the latch right there, and I can just about stick my finger between there. So we gotta loosen this bolt up and push it out. Okay, only took one trip to the garage to get bigger wrenches. So we got her locked in tight now, both sides. Adjust the combine and oil the chains, and we're ready to shell corn. All right, well, it is now 4:41 and we're finally going. I took a few minutes, well, it was only supposed to be a few minutes, and put the radio in. That Midland radio that I got for Christmas last year never got put in. I put the radio in the combine. I have a walkie-talkie here. So I was already talking to Dad. So he's down here. He come down through the field, and we're gonna get the field opened up, and then I'll bring the truck down here. So yeah, I'll see you over there. All right, the cobs are clean. We've got whole ones. I just called Dad on the radio, and he said it's 16. The moisture is 16. I'm seeing a few kernels out here that I don't like. But yeah, the cobs are coming out nice, whole. I mean, some of them are going to get hit with the chopper. So, do we got any corn out here? There's a few kernels. There's a few kernels. So that means it's coming out of the back. Anything down in here is butt shelling. Hey. Hey, Dad.
What?
Open that top sieve up a little bit. I'm getting a lot of corn out here.
I'm at 15.
Okay, what was it at?
9, 10.
Okay. All right, he's gonna go down and open that end up. I'm gonna walk down there and see what's going on. Ruckus is out here with him. You probably can't see him down there. Anyway. All right, Dad was coming back through here, taking this second pass back to the west, and he said it was 210 bushel to the acre. There's a couple of ears. I mean, they're not big, they're not monster ears, but there's a lot of them out here. This was planted thick, so I don't know, I'm trying to get him to open the concaves up a little bit. We're getting some ground up corn out back here. So yeah, we'll play with it, get her set up. I just shut the camera off. I'm walking along through here and it's like, look at all these knocked over. And then I went, oh, a deer highway. Yeah. So there's a bunch of ears there. So I'm gonna fill my pockets up, put you guys away. We've already went a half a mile, quarter of a mile. 25-mile-an-hour dog, and he slowed down. Okay, I just went and got the truck. You're clear past the trailer. So yeah, just went and got the truck. Kirk showed up. He's seen the blinky lights on the combine because the bin was full when he was coming down the road. So he come over, so he's going to get his truck. So I parked mine back here a ways. We'll put his out there. We'll load his up first. That way he can go. Anderson's open till 9 o'clock tonight, so he might even be able to get one unloaded. We'll see. Got a light out. So yeah, 9.5 acres gone. Kirk's truck's loaded. He's got a good jag in, got a couple of dumps in this truck, and yeah, I couldn't even tell you what time it is. Let me, oh, tall grass. Hang on. Let me get in. Let me get in here. Oh, my toes acting up. It is 7:25. So yeah, we are gonna call her for the night. I don't want to open the field up behind the house in the dark because there's woods on 2 sides, and I don't want to mess with that in the dark. So anyway, we'll leave that open for the lights. So yeah, we'll call it for the night. The Midland radio that I put in works good. Turn that back on, being I'm out here and Dad's in there. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching.